Hi guys, so welcome back to part 2 of 2007. Remember, if you're listening to this recording and it is for you, please ensure that you're learning. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So 21 states a company employs 12 gardeners at $26 per day and 8 clerks at $17 per day. What is the mean daily wage in dollars of the 20 employees? So remember that mean or wage is equal to the sum of the terms divided by the number of terms. So what we're looking at is $26 12 times and $17 8 times. So in the exam we don't want to be doing all that long words. So that would be the same as 12 multiplied by 26 plus 8 multiplied by $17, and all of that is divided by the 20 employees. So it is equal to 312 plus 136, and all of that is divided by the 20 employees. So it is equal to 448 divided by 20, and that is equal to $22.40. So our answer for 21 is C. So we're coming along nicely, guys, and maximizing our marks. So 22 states a man pays 60 cents for every 200 meter cube of gas used, plus a fixed charge of $13.75. How much does he pay when he uses 55,000 meter cube of gas? So 60 cents, it's 0.6 for 200 meter cube. So what you're looking for is X. How much does he pays for the 55,000? So we're cross multiplying, so X is equal to the 0.6 multiplied by 55,000. All of that is divided by 200. We cancel the zeros from the 200 with zeros from the 55,000, and X is equal to, and the 2, we cancel the 2 with 0.6 to get 0.3, so it becomes 0.3 multiplied by 550. So X is equal to $165. But we need to remember that they also stated there is a fixed charge, so no matter how much gas you use, there is always a fixed charge of $13.75. So it becomes plus the fixed charge, so total is equal to the $165 plus the fixed charge of $13.75. So total is equal to $178.75. So our answer for 22 is D. So 23. -2 multiplied by this bracket of x minus 4. So -2 multiplied by x will give us -2x, and -2 multiplied by -4 will give us a positive 8. Remember, negative times a negative gives you a positive. So our answer is -2x plus 8. So our answer for 23 is A. So 24 states if AB is equal to this equation, then 728 is equal to, so wherever we see A, we'll put 7, and wherever we see B, we'll replace it with 28. So the equation becomes 28 divided by 7 minus 1. So 28 divided by 7 is 4 minus 1, and that leaves us with 3. So 24 is C. So 25. So this question was worked in detail in the 2005 paper, so you can check the link in the description below. But what you're doing is expanding the brackets and then simplifying to arrive at your answer. So you're doing 5 multiplied by 2x to give 10x minus 5 multiplied by y to give us 5y, so it's 10x, and then negative 2 multiplied by 3y to give us negative 6y, and negative 2 multiplied by 5x to give us 10x. You rearrange, put in similar terms together, so it becomes 10x plus 10x minus 5y minus 6y, and the resulting answer is 20x minus 11y, and D is our answer for 25. 26 for all a and b, so this equation. So what we're doing is expanding then simplifying. So 26, so it is 3a, let me write that, 3a multiplied by 3 to give us 3a squared, plus 3a multiplied by 2b to give us 6ab, and then negative b multiplied by 2a to give us negative 2ab, and then negative b multiplied by negative 3b to give us positive 3b squared. So it is now 3a squared plus 4ab, so the 4ab comes from the 6ab minus the 2ab to leave us with 4ab plus 3 squared. So our answer is B, 27. 4 over 5x plus 2 over 5x. So if you remember, with addition and subtraction of fractions, once the denominators are the same, then there's no need to find an LCM. So it is all about keeping the denominators and adding the numerator. So it's 4 plus 2 to give us 6, and keeping our denominator over 5x. So our answer for 27 is D. 28. Given 2x plus 3 being greater than or equal to 9, the range of values for x is. So we're trying to solve this inequality and we're looking for the range of numbers. So the first number that we find should allow the left side of the inequality be equal to 9, and then the other numbers will make the left side of the inequality greater than 9. Hence, we will fulfill both requirements of the inequality. So the first number that we're looking for, so A says x is greater than or equal to 3. So should we use 3 first? 2 times 3 is 6, plus 3 give us 9. So that makes that part of the equation correct, where the left side is equal to 9 and x is greater than 3, also greater than or equal to 3. So therefore the next number will be 4, 5, 6, 7, etc, etc. So now this fulfills the other part of the inequality where the left side is greater than 9. So now we know that A is our answer, but should we check the other answers? For example, B, where it says x is greater than 3, it means that the first number that we'll be using is 4, which means that it will only fulfill the part of the inequality where the left side is greater than 9 but not equal to 9. And that's the same thing for C and the same thing for D. As you can see, the numbers start at 6 and 7. So our answer is A. So 29, when 7 is added to 3 times a certain number n, the result is 22. The statement above can be represented by the equation. So when 7 is added, so that's addition, to 3 times a certain number, so 3 times 0 is representing is multiplication. So it's 3 times a certain number n, so our number is n, so it's 3 times n, and 7 is added to that number and the result is 22. So it's about reading and understanding the question, and while reading, whatever you understand, you ensure that you write it down. So for answer for 29 is A. So 30, which of the following represents the statement the difference of two square numbers is positive? So if you know the theory behind the difference of two squares, automatically be able to identify that our answer is A, which is the difference meaning subtraction, minus the difference of two squares. So our answer for 30 is A. 31, if A equals 3 and AB equals 6, then using this equation that is given, what is the answer? So wherever we see A, we'll be substituting with 3, but then the question gave us AB and not B, so which means that we'll need to find what B is. So therefore, since A multiplied by B is equal to 6, and we know what A is, we can substitute A, which is 3 multiplied by B equal to 6, and then solve for B. So therefore B is equal to 6 divided by 3. So B is equal to 2. So therefore A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 2, and we can now substitute. So it is A plus B square, which is A is 3 plus B, which is 2, and all of that square, minus A square, which is 3 square, minus B square, and B is 2, which is 2 square. And so it becomes 5 square, and 3 3s 9, and 2 squares 2 2s 4. So it is 25 minus 9 minus 4, and that is equal to 12. So our answer for 31 is C. 32, the volume of a cube with edges 10 centimeter is, as we know, volume is equal to edge cube or length cube, length times length times length, or edge times edge times edge. So it is 10 times 10 times 10, and that is equal to 1000. So our answer for 32 is D. So we're moving along nicely and maximizing our marks. So next question, 2,500 millimeters expressed in meters is, if you remember the mnemonic before, the kick him down man, don't commit murder. And in this case, we're moving from millimeters to meter. So I'm putting 0 at the units in between, and we put 1 at the meter, which are the millimeters, which we're moving from, and 0s to occupy the other units that we are going towards. So in this case, we'll be dividing by 1000. So we're dividing 2,500 by 1000, and that will result in 2.5. So our answer for 33 is B. So 34, the lengths of the sides of a triangle are x, 2x, and 2x centimeters. If the perimeter is 20 centimeters, what is the value of x? So perimeter of a triangle is equal to A plus B plus C, which is all the sides of the triangle, and we know triangle only has 3 sides. So therefore it will be x plus 2x plus 2x, and the question gave us the perimeter, which is 20. So what we're trying to find is the value of x. So x plus 2x is equal to 5x. So therefore 20 divided by 5 is equal to x. So we're solving for x. So the value for x is 4. So just always ensure that you read the questions, guys, and understand it as best as possible. So 35, a car travels 80 kilometers in 2.5 hours. What is its speed in kilometers per hours? And if you remember our equation that you've been working with, speed is equal to distance divided by time, and our time is in hours. So it is 80 kilometers divided by 2.5 hours, and that is equal to 32. So our answer for 35 is B. So we're coming along nicely. So 36. AOB is a sector of a circle such that angle AOB is 60 degrees and OB is R units long. The area of AOB is, so the formula for a sector of a circle is angle, and angle is divided by 360 multiply by pi multiply by r squared. So that would equal to 60 divided by 360 multiply by pi multiply by r square, and we simplify this fraction. So 60 into itself goes one time, and the 60 into 360 goes 6 times, and that leaves us with 1 over 6 multiplied by pi multiplied by r square, and that leaves us with D. So guys, always remember that the R is square. Sometimes persons tend to make mistake and put B as the answer, but remember that the R in the equation is square. So 37, 50 guests each had 2 glasses of champagne. Each glass held 150 milliliters. How many liters of champagne were used? So it's 50 guests and they all had 2 glasses. So that means 100 glasses of champagne was served at this function. So now it is 100 multiplied by the 150 milliliters to give us 15,000 milliliters of champagne was served. And now we're moving from milliliters to liters, and we do this by dividing by 1,000. So using our saving man is kick him down, man. But in this case, meters is replaced by liters. So it will be kiloliters, hectoliters, decaliters, liters, deciliters, centiliters, milliliters. So we're moving from milliliters to liters. So we're dividing by 1,000. So it's 15,000 divided by 1,000, and that leaves us with 15. So our answer for 37 is C. 38. The area of a rectangle is 53.6 centimeters square. If the length is multiplied by 4 and the width is half, the area would then be. So this was work in depth and using 2 different methods on the 2013 papers. So for this one, I'm going to only use one of the methods, and you can check the 2013 paper to get the other method. So what you're looking at is length multiplied by width is equal to area. In this case, the area is 53.6, and the question said that now we'll be multiplying the length by 4. So it's 4 multiplied the length, and we're half in the width, so it's width divided by 2, and that is equal to x, the new area that we're looking for. So now we cancel 2 into itself and 2 into 4, and that leaves us with 2 length times width, and that is equal to x. But you know that length times width from up top is 53.6, so it's 2 multiplied by 53.6 equal x. So x is equal to 107.2 centimeters square. So our answer for 38 is C. So you can check 2013 for the other way that I worked it, which is substituting and finding the number for the width. So 39, a boy leaves home at 9:15 and arrives at school at 10:05. If he travels non-stop at an average speed of 6 kilometers per hour, how many kilometers is his home from school? So we're trying to find distance here. The speed is equal to distance divided by time. So we're looking for distance, so rearranging the formula, distance is equal to speed multiplied by time, and that is, the speed is 6 kilometers per hour, and that is multiplied by 50, because 9:15 to 10:05 is 50 minutes. But remember, I stated earlier that our time is always in hours, so it will be 50 divided by 60, and that we will get 30 divided by 6, and that is equal to 5 kilometers. So 40, the marks obtained by 10 students in a test marked out of 25 were, and the question is asking for the range of marks. So range is equal to the highest minus the lowest. In this case, we'll be looking at the highest marked minus the lowest mark. So that would be 24 minus 13, and that would equal to 11. So our answer for question 40 is A.